My name is Michael Shepard, and what I'm about to share with you isn't just a story. It's a wake-up call that changed everything for me. For years, I lived what most would call a successful life. Executive position, beautiful home in the suburbs, 2 amazing kids. From the outside, everything seemed perfect, but inside, I was spiritually empty. On November 12th, 2024, all of that changed. Some might call it coincidence, others might call it fate. I call it divine intervention. And I believe with all my heart that what happened to me wasn't just for me. It contains a message for you, too. Before we continue, I want you to pause for just a moment. Take a deep breath. Clear your mind of distractions. What you're about to hear might challenge everything you think you know about reality, purpose, and what's coming for humanity. It was a Tuesday evening. I was driving home from a late meeting, exhausted from a day of endless emails and conference calls. The highway was nearly empty, and a light rain was falling, creating that hypnotic pattern on the windshield. My mind was already at home, running through my mental checklist for tomorrow. Then something strange happened. My car radio turned on by itself. Not to static, not to music, but to complete silence. Just as I reached to turn it off, a voice spoke, clear as day, warm as summer. "Michael," it said, "pull over. I need to speak with you." I pulled over. My hands were shaking so badly I could barely put the car in park. The rain intensified, drumming on the roof of my car, creating a curtain of water around me. The world outside disappeared, and in that isolation, something extraordinary happened. The passenger seat, which had been empty moments before, was now occupied by a presence I can only describe as light given form. Not a person exactly, but a being of such profound peace and authority that tears immediately filled my eyes. "Don't be afraid," the voice said. "I've been sent to show you what's coming." What happened next was not a dream or hallucination. It was more real than anything I've experienced in my life. This messenger showed me 4 visions, 4 glimpses into humanity's near future that I was instructed to share with as many people as possible. I saw people everywhere, millions of them, each surrounded by an invisible wall. Despite being physically close, in homes, offices, public spaces, they were utterly alone. Each person was fixated on screens, consumed by artificial experiences, while real life slipped away unnoticed. Families sat at dinner tables in silence, each member lost in their own digital world. Friends met at cafes but barely spoke, scrolling endlessly instead of connecting. Even in moments of celebration and tragedy, people experienced life through a filter, recording rather than participating. The messenger spoke. "This is the Great Disconnection. Humanity is forgetting how to truly see each other, how to be present, how to love authentically. Technology that was meant to connect has become the very thing separating souls from one another. The average person now interacts with screens for over 7 hours each day. But the concern isn't the technology itself, it's what we're trading for it. Genuine human connection, quiet reflection, spiritual awareness. In this vision, I witnessed something deeply disturbing. I saw world leaders, celebrities, and influential figures speaking with perfect unity, presenting solutions to humanity's greatest challenges. Their words were compelling, their plans seemingly flawless. But behind their messages was something dark, a subtle distortion of truth, so skillfully crafted that even the wisest were being deceived. I watched as ancient wisdom was replaced with comfortable half-truths. Moral foundations that had guided humanity for millennia were being rewritten to suit changing desires. The messenger said, "This is the Great Deception. Many voices will claim to offer peace and answers, but they will lead people away from eternal truth. The most dangerous lies are those wrapped in packages of compassion and progress." Deception rarely announces itself. It doesn't arrive wearing a warning label. Instead, it often appears logical, even necessary, until its consequences reveal themselves. The third vision began in darkness, but then I saw it, pinpricks of light appearing one by one, like stars emerging at twilight. Each light was a person awakening to a profound spiritual reality. I watched as people from every nation, culture, and background experienced a simultaneous call to return to authentic faith. It wasn't confined to any single religion or tradition. It was a universal recognition of something greater than ourselves. Families began praying together again. Communities gathered to support one another. Strangers helped strangers without expectation of reward. The messenger explained, "This is the Great Awakening." When the disconnection and deception reach their peak, many hearts will remember what they've always known deep within, that they were created for connection, purpose, and love. This awakening will not come without cost. Some will face ridicule, rejection, even persecution. But those who stand firm will experience joy beyond circumstances. The final vision was unlike anything I could have prepared for. The sky itself seemed to open, revealing a light so beautiful it defies description. I witnessed the return of the divine to earth, not as a concept or metaphor, but as a tangible, world-altering reality. In an instant, every human agenda paused. Every knee bowed, some in joyful recognition, others in stunned realization. Everything hidden was revealed. Everything broken was restored. Justice and mercy perfectly balanced in a moment that felt like both an ending and a beginning. The messenger said simply, "This is the great return. The separation between heaven and earth will end. Everything done in darkness will be brought to light. Every tear will be wiped away. Tell them it is coming sooner than they think." I don't know when this will happen. The messenger made it clear that the exact timing isn't for us to know. But the urgency was unmistakable. These events are approaching, and we need to be prepared. As the visions faded, I found myself still in my car, the rain now gentle against the windows. The messenger placed a hand on my shoulder, and I felt a warmth spread through my entire being. "Michael," the messenger said, "what you've seen isn't just for you. It's for anyone with ears to hear and eyes to see. But before you go, there's something else you need to understand. Each person watching this has a unique purpose in the time that remains. Some will be healers, bringing comfort in days of confusion. Some will be truth-tellers, speaking with courage when deception is at its peak. Some will be bridge builders, creating community where division threatens to separate. Some will be light bearers, demonstrating love when darkness seems overwhelming. Whatever your purpose, know this: you were placed in this specific moment in history for a reason. The gifts and experiences you possess, even the painful ones, have prepared you for what's coming. Before leaving me, the messenger gave one final instruction: invite them to prepare. So that's what I'm doing now. This isn't about fear. It's about awakening to what matters most before the distractions of life cause us to miss it entirely. Here are 4 ways you can prepare for what's coming. First, reconnect with authentic presence. Put down your devices regularly. Look people in the eyes when they speak. Listen to understand, not just to respond. Be fully where you are, with who you're with. Second, train yourself to recognize truth. Question narratives that demand your immediate acceptance. Compare what you hear against timeless wisdom. Seek multiple perspectives, especially those that challenge your existing beliefs. Third, build genuine community. We weren't made to face the future alone. Find people who share your values and commit to supporting one another through whatever comes. Fourth, cultivate inner peace. External circumstances will continue to fluctuate, but those who have developed spiritual depth will stand firm regardless of what happens around them. That area of challenge is exactly where you should begin. The most difficult growth is often the most necessary. My encounter happened 6 months ago. Since then, I've dedicated my life to sharing this message, to preparing myself and others for what's coming. Some have dismissed me as delusional. Others have listened with skepticism. But many, perhaps like you, have felt a resonance with these words, a recognition that aligns with something they've sensed themselves. I don't ask you to believe me based on my experience alone. Instead, I invite you to look around with open eyes. Do you see the signs of disconnection, the subtle spread of deception, the beginning sparks of awakening? If you do, then perhaps what I've shared about the 4th vision, the Great Return, deserves your consideration as well. Before we end, I want to speak directly to you, yes, you specifically, watching right now. Your life matters more than you know. The choices you make today are shaping the person you'll be when these events unfold. Choose connection over isolation. Choose truth over comfort. Choose love over fear. Thank you for listening with an open heart. May you find the courage, wisdom, and peace you'll need for the days ahead. Until we meet again, either in this life or the next, remember that you are deeply seen, known, and loved.